Hey y'all, it's Nye. I'm back with a new video. I haven't been here in a while because I just been going through like life trials and tribulations or whatever, but I'm back now. So today the video is going to basically be about what's been going on in my life and the main subject that's been going on in my life. I am a bariatric girly. So basically I just decided that enough was enough. Like, I have been plus size my whole life from like 6th grade all the way up to like 12th grade. Past that, I got to my highest weight here lately, which is 357, and I just was like, it's enough. Like, I'm starting to get sick. From the weight gain, I got sleep apnea. I also got PCOS, which is the leading cause of women not being able to have babies. And I'm definitely in like a relationship where I'm at the point where we're working on getting our own place, and then after we get our own place, we're working on our marriage, and then we're working on a baby. So I definitely wanted to be able to conceive. So that was one of the main reasons. Also, I had got diagnosed with depression and body dysmorphia and anxiety, and I felt like the weight was just causing them to be heightened. Also, the unhealthy food was definitely causing it to be heightened. And it just wasn't a life I wanted to live anymore. Like, I'm ready to feel beautiful. I'm ready to get out there, like, explore the world, go on trips. Like, the most I do is like go out to movies and go out to eat and stuff like that, because I just don't really want nobody to look at me, or like, I'm just really insecure, and it was all because of my weight. And so me getting this surgery is like was just beautiful. Like, it's like, honestly, sorry y'all, I had to scratch, but it's just like, honestly, like, one of the most grateful things I'm grateful for. Like, I'm so thankful that I was able to get this surgery and also not have to pay for this surgery. So that was good. So yeah, so basically let's dive right into what surgery I got. So I looked into all the surgeries, like the lap band, the vertical sleeve, and the bypass. I looked into all of them because my BMI was over 50. So it was at 50. So I was able to get anyone basically that I wanted. Besides the lap band, that wasn't gonna do much for me. And also the lap band, sometimes the ports with the lap band get infected. Yeah, so I just went with the vertical sleeve surgery, which is when they cut 80% of your stomach out and they remove it from your stomach basically, and you're left with like 20%. So basically you just can't consume as much as you could before, and you have to start over and consume things slower than you were before. You have to stick with your water, stick with your protein. When you get the sleeve, it's like protein first. Like, if you don't take your protein, like, it just makes you feel sluggish, like, and then you stay full longer. So why wouldn't you want your protein? You get what I'm saying? So I wrote down a couple notes. So the first one was for me to tell you guys about my surgery. So yes, I have the vertical sleeve, which I'm left with 20%, which I'm so happy about. And the reason why I chose this surgery is because during this process of me wanting to get this surgery, I figured out that I have an eating problem. I have a thing where I overeat. I have a thing where I eat when I'm sad, I'm happy. When family gathers around, we're always eating, and And it's like I consume so much food, and it's like it's kind of like I don't stop. And the things that I was consuming, like McDonald's, Burger King, I would just consume them like more than 4 times a week. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, me and DoorDash were buddies. Like, I was getting percentages off and all that because I was using DoorDash like crazy. Like, I was spending like hundreds of dollars on DoorDash in like a week. So yeah, so I was just like something has to give, like something has to stop. And I know with this surgery, like mentally, I put in my head, like, once I get this surgery, I can't consume all the stuff I was eating. I can't, even if I tried, I really can't consume all the stuff I was eating because it will cause dumping syndrome. So dumping syndrome is basically where you're throwing up and doing number 2 at the same time. And we both know how that feels normally. Like, if you get drunk and like you're throwing up and using the bathroom at the same time, like, that hurts. So don't nobody want to go through that. So no, I would never. Like, I see people on the internet like going to Taco Bell and going to Wendy's and 2 weeks post-op. Like, no way. Like, you're still in pain a little bit, so I know you shouldn't be in the line going there. Like, your mental should have changed when you got the surgery. But yeah, so that's definitely why I chose to get surgery, because I just wanted to be able to, like, mentally know, like, girl, you only have 20% of the stomach. You can't consume 100% of your food. You consume 20% of your food. So, like, make healthier choices, honey. Make healthier choices. Like, it's just not gonna work. Make healthier choices. So yeah. So basically, since we're like into like me making healthier choices, me making better choices, like, I basically was like, what can I do to get this surgery? Like, I didn't know nothing about the surgery, like, at all. Like, I was just like, I heard TikTok, everybody on TikTok was like, get the bariatric surgery, get the bariatric surgery. And like, they were like, they should have made this decision earlier. Like, it was the best thing that ever happened to them. So I had to figure out, like, where to get this bariatric surgery from, right? So I wasn't living in Baltimore at the time. I was living in another part of Maryland, and they had I had a primary care doctor down there, and she was basically saying, like, I kept having like bone problems. Like, I just felt like stuff was weighing on me. Like, my back was always hurting. So she was basically like, do you know about this program? And I'm like, no. And then she's like, well, it's a weight loss program, and I could put you in it. You could be approved for the surgery, or they'll keep you in the program, but it'll be non-surgical. So at first I was like, okay, you know, like, I'll do the non-surgical one because I'm not getting surgery. Like, it's not happening because I want to eat how I want to eat. So I joined the program, and the doctors that I had was mad cool. And like, I had spoke with the surgeon, basically. Like, she just came in there and speaks to me. Even if it's non-surgical, she still speaks to you. So she just came in there and spoke to me, and she was like, you know, the surgery is a good option for people of my weight. It helped a lot of people, 50% or more. It keeps the body weight off. So, you know, you should consider this. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna consider it. So I basically went home, you know, did my own investigation on the surgery, did my own research on the surgery. And I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to get it because, like, this is going to change my life 100%. So I went back. Like, I had another appointment like a month. So they do like an appointment a month. So I had another appointment like that next month. And I went there and I was like, okay, I want to change mine over to surgical. So we changed it over to surgical. The surgeon came back in and spoke to me again and like asking me what surgery did I choose, what surgery did I look up, what surgery did I want. Basically, I was telling her that I looked up the vertical sleeve, and that's the surgery that I most definitely wanted. So we basically just went over what does that mean. Like, I just told you guys about the, you know, cutting out your stomach, blah, 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 about the downtime, all of that. So basically, this goes into like me having to see if my insurance was going to definitely approve the surgery, because I don't have the funds to be able to pay for that surgery out of pocket. So I was just like, I mean, what am I going to do if I can't pay for it and I really want it? So basically, I called my insurance, like, and asked them what was their policy on like their bariatric surgery. Well, when I called my insurance, I guess I spoke to somebody who probably on a lower level, couldn't tell me much, but she was just like, yeah, they do bariatric surgery. I don't really know what it's going to take to get you approved. So in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, somebody needs to figure this out. So I go back the next month with my nutritionist, and she basically tells me, like, she looked into my insurance, particularly my insurance, which is Priority Partners, and she looked into their policy. So basically, what I had to do with Priority Partners is I have to do 6 months of nutritional and dietitian visits. Each of these months, I had to improve in some type of way. Like, it didn't matter the improvement, but it had to be some type of way. And when I first started it, because I had like stopped and started the surgery like 3 times, the process of the surgery. So when I first started, it was that I had to lose weight every month throughout the program. So I definitely had to be on a diet. Like, it wasn't no excuse for that. So I would have to go in the office every month. Well, when that got too much for me, like them weighing me and I wasn't losing weight, because I still didn't put the plate down. And like, that was my problem, like not putting the plate down. Like, I could not put the plate down for nothing. Or the fast food or whatever else, ice cream, cookies, cake, whatever else you want to think of, I could not put it down. So I was technically just gaining the weight back. So I was like, I'm just going to stop this program. And then I decided to move back to Baltimore. And when I decided to move back to Baltimore, I wasn't here for good, because I really didn't know my situation. My situation was a situation. So I really didn't know my situation. So I wasn't in no program or anything here. But I decided to go back, and I decided to start that program again. But they let me start off where I left off at. And literally, I was there, and I got to my 6th month, literally. And then something happened, and I moved back to Baltimore, which is like, okay, girl, like, calm down, sit down, chill out. So, after that, I moved back, to where I was at the first time. You know, you see a pattern here. I just moved back and forth. And then this last time that I moved back, I've been here for like 8 months now. So when I got back here, I was like, I'm definitely going to be here for a while. Like, I'm done with the like back and forth. Like, we're going to work on it, but we're going to work on it in separate places. And I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do down here. So I basically got a job as a pharmacy tech. And then I was just like, you know, like, this is something I really want. Like, I want to get this weight off of me. I'm so insecure. I don't talk a lot. Like, I don't talk to nobody, because I feel like the first thing they see is my body. The first thing they see is my stomach. Like, the first thing they see is my double chin. And I'm like, I just don't really want to be judged. So why would I talk to somebody, basically, if I don't want to be judged? So I just stay to myself. So I talked to one of my associates. Her name is Dominique, and I saw that she had this surgery. And I basically asked her a couple questions about like what program she went through, what was her doctor, blah, blah, blah. And I found out she went through GBMC. So I was like, yes, girl, give me the gold mine. Give me. And so I called GBMC. And they were like, well, if you want to start the program, you have to do this questionnaire. and then we'll see what you know about the surgery already. Make sure your headspace is right. Make sure you're ready. And then we would like a referral from your primary care doctor, just to make sure that this is something that you actually want to do. So me not having a primary care doctor down here, it didn't really phase anything. I just, FaceTime with my primary care doctor down there, got her to send over a referral, and I started the program. So basically, when I started the program, I had 6 months of visits. Just like I just told you, for my insurance to even think about approving it, I definitely had to have dietitian and nutritional visits. So my first visit was just going over stuff like basically telling me the surgery I chose. Basically just telling me the surgery I chose, telling me my insurance policy. Yeah, I'm gonna break a lot. I'm sorry. That's another cause of the bariatric surgery that I'm gonna tell you guys later. But so so basically giving me the steps that I have to go through to basically get approved. So the first step is definitely the bariatric, the appointments, all 6 of them. And then I have to get a lot of lab work. Like, when I say a lot of lab work, honey, you're going to have to get a lot of lab work. They want to make sure that you're 100% okay, besides the little medical things that you already have, like the sleep apnea, stuff like that. They just want to know that everything is monitored, everything is okay, because this is a major surgery to your body, like a major surgery. So they just want to make sure that everything is okay. Even though it's laparoscopic, it's major. And even though you only have to stay in the hospital, but yeah, so they just want to make sure everything is good with your body. So they take your hemoglobin, they just take a lot. Like, they make sure you don't have no diabetes, they make sure your blood pressure's not high, they make sure you're not pregnant, they just make sure like everything is good within you. And then after they did that, then I received a ECG. So ECG is basically where they go inside. This is how I basically got diagnosed with acid reflux, because they basically go down in your esophagus. They check the acidity in your body, and also just to check if everything's functioning good, checking your stomach, all of that. So yeah, and then I had to do like a couple medical tests at the hospital where they make you drink like 3 drinks, and then you had to hold your burp, and they was checking my esophagus also. So that also like basically proved that I had acid reflux. So going back to the surgery, which acid reflux can become worse with the vertical sleeve. So they just wanted to make sure that my acid reflux wasn't that bad. My acid reflux is actually like on a lower level. It's kind of mild. I only have acid reflux when I'm like consuming something hot, or just consuming something that just doesn't sit right with my stomach, like buffalo chicken dip and chicken nuggets and pizza. They all like give me acid reflux. If you hear some noise, I'm sorry, it's my family. But yeah, they all cause me acid reflux. So yeah, that's where I got diagnosed with acid reflux. And then basically after that, after they did the ECG, then they gave me a take-home sleep apnea test. I did that. I kind of kept that on for only like 4 hours. So I don't know if the sleep apnea test was correct, because I didn't do the right thing. But they said I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, which I kind of know, because I kind of wake up in the morning like gasping for air. So I kind of know that I had bariatric surgery. I mean, not bariatric surgery, sleep apnea. So like, yeah, I kind of knew I had sleep apnea. So they diagnosed me with that. They gave me a machine, which I never went to pick up, y'all. I never went to pick up this machine, because I cannot sleep uncomfortably. Like, I sleep with my face in the pillow. Like, that is more comfortable to me than anything. Like, my face in the pillow, love it. So I was like, I can't sleep with no machine, because I can't sleep on my back. So So yeah, I never picked up my sleep apnea machine. And then so back to, well, from me not picking up my sleep apnea machine, whatever. But I was good. I was good. Like, my heart and everything was good. My EKG was good. Everything was good within my heart. So I knew I was gonna be fine. But I didn't pick up my sleep apnea machine. So after they do all these tests, all you have left is literally those 6 months. And like, you literally go from like eating what you want, like your first month, to like slowing down on your eating. They give you well, my program gave me shopping lists. They gave me things that I can do to help with the overeating and cope with the overeating. I also had to get a psychiatric evaluation, just so they can know that I'm mentally there and that I definitely need the surgery. Like, I'm not going to misuse the surgery at any point. Because if they give you the surgery and you just misuse it, it was a waste of everybody's time. Like, why would you get it if you're not going to use the tool to do something great or be something better than you already are? Why would you get it to go to Wendy's? Why would you get it to go to Burger King? Don't get it for that. Get it because you actually want to change your life. You cannot get it just for the fun of it or just wasting other people's time. Like, this is literally hard work, and the things that you put your body through for this surgery is like, why would you ruin it? But yeah, so basically, like, the second month is like them telling you that like you have to change your eating habits, them giving you advice on how to change your eating habits, them giving you foods to eat, them telling you swaps and stuff that you can basically switch out if you love a certain thing. Like, if you love bread, do tortillas, like stuff like that. So that's basically throughout the whole thing. Like, they basically repeat themselves all the way into like the 6th month, where like now things has become heavy. Like, you're now at this point in time, you're now like getting to the stages of like you're about to get this surgery and it's about to go down. Like, it's seriously about to go down. Like, so yeah, throughout the process, they basically like telling you to, well, after you get the surgery, what's going to happen after. Like, they're just preparing you until after. Like, it's kind of no before. You want to like get yourself together, lose weight, go eat the salads, like grab protein shakes, like do all that before. Like, they're going to tell you that, and you're going to kind of catch on to that on your own so that you can help yourself lose weight before you go into surgery, because you don't want your liver to be big. If your liver is too big, they could deny you the surgery. Like, and they have to go inside you to tell if your liver is too big. So you really don't want to do that. You want to lose the weight. So yeah, so basically you get up to your 6 months, and now it's like the crackdown time, where it's like, okay, you can slip up, but no more now. Like, during them 6 months, you can slip up, but after that, it's no more. Like, you just have to stop completely. So you just have to really stop consuming the foods that got you like you are, like, big as hell. Like, don't nobody want to be big for the rest of their life. But yeah, so you just have to stop consuming those foods, and just drink more water, exercise. Like, they're gonna build you heavy about that. Like, exercise. I did exercise on TV. I went to the gym a couple times, but I don't really like going to the gym by myself, so I did it more so on like TV. And then I did like walking with my girlfriend and like stuff like that, like just stuff on the TV basically, and just stuff in the house and some stuff outside, and went to the gym a couple times. But yeah, so this gets us down to our 6 months, and then you go on basically a 3-week low carb, low sugar diet. So that's when things is like, okay, like it's getting there. This is after they call you and give you your surgery date. Like, you're like, okay, like I gotta go on this 3-week diet, and you have to basically do low carbs, low sugar. So everything you go in the store for, you have to check that label, because if you go too high, you're basically going to make your liver even more fatty, and then you're not going to be able to get the surgery. So you don't want to risk that. You don't want to play with that. So basically you just want to get your low carbs, eat your low sugars. If you can exercise, if you feel a little too weak with that, then just do like little things sitting down. Like my mother-in-law, she has a bike, a pedal bike. So basically I just was on that pedal bike, like sitting in a chair on the pedal bike, just, you know, working myself up, getting calories lost. So yeah, just do that, and just keep focused, and think about your end goal, and think about what you really want to do, and think about who you really want to be after the surgery, and think about just the luxury of feeling something you never felt before. Like that was all in my mind, like me feeling something I never felt before. And I never been thin. I never felt the air flow between my thighs. Like I never like could be able to, like, I don't know, like I had to lift my stomach to feel my little, you know, my little area, or like just not having a chin that's like all the way down here, like literally starting to grow a neck, and like all of that. Like I didn't have a neck before. Like just things that I haven't felt in a long time, or I haven't felt before. Like I never had a thigh gap, like ever. I still don't have a thigh gap, and I'm not looking to have a thigh gap, but I'm just saying, like I never felt the air between my legs or nothing. Like my fupa always been there, so I never felt me without a fupa. And I just want to feel what it feels like to not have a fupa, and not have things constrict me, and I can go in the mall and pick any clothes I want to and not worry about that. Like y'all little skinny mini girls, y'all clothes be like $5, $10. Our clothes $20, $30, $40 for like a shirt. Like no, like I want to be like y'all, like freak. And it's not even me wanting to be like anybody, but it's me just wanting to feel proud of myself, just wanting to be able to do and be free, and it's like untrap my mind from being trapped in this body that I know I'm not supposed to be in, because I don't want to be in it. So yeah, so back to the three-week diet. So that's basically low carb, low sugar. We know that. So basically, like, I have recipes that I can give you guys. If y'all want it, just tell me. But if you want it, I'll definitely show you. But it's recipes I can give you guys that I did throughout that week that really was like yummy, and you didn't have to like do too much. Like basically it was just easy to eat. It was more vegetables, more protein involved. You get what I'm saying? But throughout those whole weeks, you just have to do that. And then you get to your 48 hours before surgery. And those 48 hours, so basically those 2 days, because that's all I had to do was 2 days. Some people have to do 2 weeks on liquid. I only had to do 2 days on liquid, which was very miserable. But when I got my sugar-free popsicles, yeah, and they want you to do like basic liquids those 2 days, so nothing but clear liquids. And you can have sugar-free popsicles any flavor, because technically it's just like a popsicle with dye on it. So you can do any flavor of those, but they want you to do like clear liquids. So basically I was just like, I'm just going to drink water, but you can do Gatorade Zeros and Powerade Zeros and stuff like that. And I was just like, I'm just going to do water for the 2 days, whatever. And surprisingly, I actually felt okay. Like usually, like before I had put myself on a water diet to lose weight. That's another thing. Like I have did so many diets, and I never even got to where, even if I did get to where I wanted to be, it never stayed that way, because I did it the wrong way. So I was always going to gain it back the wrong way, if you get what I'm saying. Right now I'm going through the process of me doing it and getting it the right way, getting to where I need to be the right way. But yeah, I did those 2 48 hours with just water and sugar-free popsicles, which was delicious. I ate like, I'm not even gonna lie, like 10 popsicles. The box was gone like the first day, so I had to go back and get another box, and I still eat them now because they're freaking delicious. Period. They're the tropical ones, and they're so good. Like, if you pick any sugar-free popsicle, they're by Popsicle, like the brand Popsicle, and they're the tropical sugar-free ones. They are so good, like so good. You have to get them. But yeah, so those 48 hours, I just did water, popsicles, and those 48 hours was like the most nerve-wracking 48 hours, because now in my head I'm thinking like, I got all the way here and I'm scared. I was laying on the bottom of the bed, and my fiance was laying at the top, and I was just like, babe, like, I don't think I can do it no more. Like, I don't want to do it no more. Like, I can't eat what you're eating. I can't go out. Like, that's what I was thinking in my head, but it's not that. But like, I can't go out. I can't do nothing. Like, I'm not gonna be able to eat nothing. And I'm a girly that loves food. I'm a foodie, baby. I love food, like, and I love a good starch. Give me bread, give me French fries, like, give me pretzels, give me nachos. Like, I just love a good starch. So I'm just like, I can't do this. Like, I want this, but I just still want to be free. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm trapped. Like, and she was just like, babe, you know, you came this far. You just can't give up on what you really want. You have to dive head first and stop always being scared of something, and just open up and be ready for what's getting ready to happen. Your process that you have been waiting for these whole 6 months, that you work hard for. You went to every nutritional visit. Why would you turn your back now? And I was like, yeah, that's true. So them last 48 hours was like me just going back and forth in my head, back and forth in my head, back and forth in my head. And that was scary too, because I was scared. Then the 24 hours, basically the day before, I was terrified. And then on top of that, we had a whole drive back, because I was down there with her, and we had a whole drive back down here for the next day. And the next day I had to wake up at 6 o'clock. So like, we were down here like at 12 o'clock midnight. We had to bring all these groceries in the house, because I had went grocery shopping, which you should not do, because now I know that I shouldn't overdid it. I should have just waited until like after and got somebody to go to the market for me. But yeah, so if you want to find out more, and if you want to hear about the day of surgery, click on my next video. It's coming soon, and I love you guys, and thank you for listening to my story. Yeah, and if you like it. If you love it. If you want to share it, please share it. And leave a comment if you would like to. I would definitely love that. I love comments. So yeah, love you guys.